So this book, James, is Jim's take on the adventures of Huckleberry Finn and how and it's named James because most people that was his name, but the slave owners called him Jim, and he preferred to be called James. But the reason Jim talked like a slave, James talked like an educated Negro,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and but they couldn't expose themselves that they read and were learning, you know, because it could cost them their life during those times. So he had to sort of like what we call these modern days code switch. And
Mm-hmm.
throughout the book, you can see him going back and forth when he talked to his fellow slaves because he taught them how to read and everything and how to speak and how he talked to them and how he talked to his slave owners and even Huckleberry Finn. You know, so it's an
Mm-hmm.
interesting book. But go ahead and tell me, you heard about this?
It's amazing. Amazing you mentioned about James because yesterday my neighbor came and got me and took me to the Chrysler Museum where we heard the lecture of um, Joyce Scott. She is a wonderful bead maker. But anyway, I'll get to that. And mentioning James, on the way back from the going to the museum, she mentioned that she had a book that she wanted me to read, and she had
Hmm.
just completed, and that book was James.
Hmm.
And she says, "I'm going to bring that book there so that you can read that book." She went on to tell me, just as you were saying about the code and about Huckleberry Finn and also, so I too, I'm not a part of your men's reading group. However, I too am looking forward to being able to read James as when she brings that book to me. So she said it was very eye opening for her, and it was interesting coming from her because she is Caucasian and she read the book, and her take on the book was interesting.